In addition to these machine learning best practices, there are also best practices related to pursuing AI responsibly. Recall that we talked about Google's AI principles in the last module. These principles were developed as Google recognized that powerful AI technology raises equally powerful questions about its use. How AI is developed and used will have a significant impact on society. As a leader in AI, we feel a deep responsibility to get this right. So we've announced 7 principles to guide our work and believe that these are important not just for us, but for every business. These are not theoretical concepts. These are concrete standards that actively govern our research and product development and impact our business decisions. You can check out each of these in thorough detail at ai.google/principles. I want to focus on one of them in this module, the second one, which is avoid creating or reinforcing unfair bias. So what does this mean? AI algorithms and datasets can reflect, reinforce, or reduce unfair biases. It comes back to some of the factors we talked about when we discussed formulating the machine learning problem. When we talked about machine learning, we said that the first stage was to train a machine learning model using labeled examples, using features and labels. And then we evaluated and deployed the model. Once we have a deployed, trained model, we can use it to make predictions. The more complete process, as we discussed, looks like this. First, you go out and collect some data. As we discussed, this could be historical data in your data warehouse, or it might be data that you build a system to collect. The training data needs to have associated labels. Sometimes it's as simple as joining the table with actual outcomes. At other times, you might use a proxy label, such as warranty claims or support calls, as a proxy for how much a customer likes a product. Maybe you build a labeling system and ask your agents to label the data. Or you hire a labeling service and ask them to label your data for you. But now that you have labeled data, you're ready to begin training your model. You'll typically optimize for some common metrics or objective functions. And then you evaluate the model to ensure that it meets your accuracy requirements. This is when you examine the model for its biases. Look at where it's making errors. See if the model is explainable. Once it passes your evaluation, you deploy the model. And now you're ready to make predictions given new data. All along the way, you're making a variety of decisions. What sorts of data should be used? Does it have reasonable coverage? Is it complete? Is it clean? What sort of labeling system are you using? Are you using a proxy? Is it a good proxy in all instances? What kinds of models are you building? What objective and metric are you using? What level of performance is satisfactory? What's common to all of these questions? They're decided by you, the creator of the model. So here's the thing. You, the machine learning developer, are making a lot of decisions. Machine learning is not automatic. It is highly driven by the decisions that we make in terms of how we train the machine learning model. The human impact doesn't stop with you. Maybe the model is selecting which customers are higher priority, so whose calls you're going to answer first. Maybe the model is selecting which products you're going to recommend to a specific customer. Maybe the model is selecting which transactions are likely to be fraudulent and that you're going to examine further. Maybe the model is selecting which trees are being cut illegally. The end customers of your business, therefore, see some kind of an effect because of the predictions of the model. They're provided with some specific quality of a service, or they get some kind of a product, or they wait in a longer queue, they see one product or they see another, they can go through with their credit card purchase, or the transaction gets denied. Your end customers see the impact of the decisions that you make. So the decisions that you make as you do machine learning end up having an impact on the real world because of the way that the predictions of the machine learning model are going to get used.